friends. So this is an extremely, for me, vulnerable Monday morning writing experience because this is Monday morning face, Monday morning hair, Monday morning outfit. And, I could have put more effort in, but why? When this is how I show up on Monday mornings. So today I want to do something with you, and I'm going to call it Morning Pages Monday. Now, Morning Pages is something that I received from a book called The Artist's Way. If you've never read this book, it's a really great book. Um, but in The Artist's Way, she encourages you every morning to wake up and write 3 pages of something, um, whatever you want to write. And I'm going to take the concept of 3 pages, but I want to do something a little bit different with it. And I want it all to be geared towards how we're starting our week, what we're bringing into this week, what we're leaving in last week, um, and just incorporating some mindset before we even start writing. One of the most difficult parts for me about starting a new week, I get really excited on Mondays. I get really excited about potential, about the miracles that are awaiting me this week, about the incredible experiences, the people that I'm going to meet, the work that I'm going to get to do, the weather. Um, so much of the excitement that can come from a new week. And also, I I want to be mindful about what is it that might still be lingering from last week? What is it that I don't want to bring into this week? What is it that I want to bring into this week? Because every new day, it's like starting a clean slate. Every new week, it is an opportunity to choose differently or an opportunity to choose the same, whatever that looks like for you. So, the first thing that I want to do is I just want to breathe for a little bit. And I'm going to see if I can, yes, I can turn my camera. I want you to see my view this morning. I brought you out here. This is one of my meditative spots. So I'm gonna keep the camera on my spot. I'm gonna let you listen to the waves. And we're gonna do a bit of a mindset clearing, get into a state of peace. So I want you to join me as we close our eyes. I want you to take a big, deep breath in. Let it out. Let's do that again. Let's take a deep breath in. Take a breath out. Let's do one more. Take a deep breath in. And then let it out. I want you to just sit for a minute with your eyes closed. I want you to make sure that your body is in a comfortable position. And I want you just to let your mind rest right now. Don't anticipate the prompts. Don't anticipate the questions. Don't even anticipate your week. Just be here with me right now. Give yourself the opportunity to Let go of any anxious thoughts that have just been circulating through your mind. Let go of the narratives that you have painted about your life and about what this week is going to be. Just put that to the side right now. And let's just be. I want you to see your life right now as a miracle. You are a miracle. Your life is a miracle. The fact that you are here on the planet, being who you are, doing what you are doing, you are a miracle. I want you to just sit with that for a minute. I want you to let a smile come across your face as you think of the times when life felt scary or uncertain and life felt unfair. But somehow, some way, a phone call, a person, a thought, a book, a quote, something so small changed everything. Because that's what change is. The root of change starts so small. It's like planting a seed. And for so long, that seed just sits under the soil. And it's transforming. It's slowly working its way to the surface. We just don't see it yet. And then all of a sudden, one morning we can wake up and the ground has the smallest little bud, very small. And we can see the cracks in the soil. It's so small, yet so massive. So it's the small changes that create the massive changes. Sometimes it's just about looking at life differently. I want you to keep breathing. Now, as we prepare to start our first writing prompt, I want you to think about what is it that you need this week? And as I'm asking these questions, I encourage you to stay in a state of meditation as I'm asking these questions. Because sometimes we want the answers so quickly. Sometimes we want to get the right answer so quickly. But sometimes what we believe is the right answer is just a memorized pattern or just what we think we should need or we should want. So as I'm asking you these questions, and even as we begin writing, I want you to do it from a state of believing that when you pick up the pen or you pick up the pencil and you start journaling, that it isn't just you and your physical being writing something down, that writing is prayer. And as you are writing words, that you are receiving messages, divine messages from deep inside of you, messages that you might not be aware of at the surface. So let's begin. Go ahead and pick up your pen. Start our morning pages. All right. So, the first thing that we're going to do is I want you to think about last week. And we're going to do this one page at a time. So, we're going to start with the first page. When I give you the prompt, I'm going to flip it because the scenery of the water is honestly much more appealing. And I love that. Once I give you the prompt, we're going to do one page. I'm going to give us 4 minutes per page. So once I give you the prompt, actually 3 minutes. I'm going to give you 3 minutes per page. Once I give you the prompt, I'm going to flip so that you can see the water and hear the water. And then we're just going to write. Looking at last week without judgment or beating yourself up or over romanticizing. I want you to look at last week and I want you to reflect on what did you learn about yourself last week? And what do you want to incorporate from last week into this week? So, what did you learn about yourself last week? And what do you want to incorporate from last week into this week? That's our first prompt. Let me switch it around. And let's go. Start writing. Perfect. Breathe that in for a minute. If you're like me, that might have felt really good. I'll just share a piece of mine. Um, and I encourage you to share below. Share in the comments. Sharing your writing is such an empowering way to continue to validate your own words. It's like if you share them verbally, it it just solidifies your words that much more because it brings them out into the physical ether. So it's like you're saying them. Not only are you writing them and you're feeling them and you're believing them, but when you're saying them, it's almost like putting it out into the environment that much more. One thing that I learned last week that I want to bring into this week is that trusting is really hard. I learned that trusting has to be a daily practice for me, and it has to be intentional because I'm challenged by believing in something that I can't see. I must place pockets of trust that I infuse into my day because when I'm trusting for something that's not physically manifested, it makes me feel like an idiot. And when I feel like an idiot, then I start getting resentful and I feel like a victim. So, in my journey of wanting to trust more, I must go within. I must find my safe space to remind myself that though I cannot see it, it is there. So now let's go to the second part. So on the second page, for another 3 minutes, we are then going to take, now that we looked at last week, now I want you to paint this week. What do you want from this week? And I don't want to put parameters on it. As it flows, write it. What do you want from this week? What do you want to create? What do you want to feel? What do you want to stop doing? What do you want to start doing? What do you want to experience? Flow with it. So this is last week of April 2023. What do you want from this week? Second page. Let me flip it back to our more visually appealing site and let's go. So I wanted to share for my week this week, and I hope that you all really think about this. Wait, this is Marley's here joining us. I really want y'all to think about this because when we get to the end of our week, I want to be able to look back on my morning pages, and I want to see how much my intentions that I set unfolded, right? So I want my week to be I want to experience the miraculous this week, but I don't just want to experience the miraculous. I want to see that I am miraculous. I am a miracle. This is a miracle. This experience that we're having right now, this is a miracle, and I want to see it. I want to see miracles in the small, and I want to see miracles in the big, right? I want to see life as a constant miracle. Okay, this is our last page for Morning Pages Monday. I want us to lean into as much gratitude as we can. So we're going to call this page the Rampage of Gratitude. All I want you to do is just flow with what is beautiful in your life right now. What is something that makes you smile? What is something that makes you happy? People, places. Look at your life. So I want you to come out, zoom out, look at the bigger picture. And for 3 minutes, all we're going to do on our third page is just write a rampage of gratitude for whatever we are grateful for. Y'all ready? Here we go. All right. I hope that the gratitude portion brought you joy and smiles as much as it did me. Because no matter what's going on in your life, no matter where you're at, like I said at the beginning, sometimes it's literally just a small shift. And that small shift can be looking at, what do I have? Like, I might not have a lot that I'm wanting. I might not be exactly where I want to be in my life, but what what do I have? What have I currently experienced? What skills have I gained? What material possessions? What internally do I have that I've worked to possess? And just that it doesn't take away, it doesn't, make everything all right, but it gives you reprieves. It gives you moments to breathe when you feel like you're suffocating. So I hope that you enjoyed Morning Pages Monday. I will see you next week on Monday for another Morning Pages. Have a wonderful week, everyone.